Hello YouTube, how's it going? Dylan here. And I'm gonna do something, a comic, that I didn't think I was gonna do. I didn't even think I was gonna read this book. But I'm actually glad I picked it up. And it is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink. And I'm really glad I picked it up. I didn't actually decide I wanted to read it, it just kind of showed up in my box, and I was like, sure, I'll give the first issue a read. Whatever. And I'm glad, and this is a big case of don't judge a book by its cover, because I heard about this book and was like, I'm probably not going to read it. But it showed up in my box, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Why not? And I'm really glad. So, alright. You get no... There's no... Unless you know Power Rangers... So unless you know Power Rangers lore really well, you're not entirely sure when this takes place. But I think it happens... Well, it does happen. It doesn't tell you, like, how long. But this book is taking place after Kimberly... Like, it is a time after Kimberly leaves the Power Rangers, and Kat becomes the new Pink Ranger. But the Rangers haven't defeated Zed or Rita, so it's still in the Mighty Morphin era. It hasn't moved on from the Mighty Morphin era. So that's important to know, because it gives you no context about, like, where it takes place. But so, or like in time where it takes place, because it clearly opens with Amsterdam, Netherlands, last day of the Pan-Global Games Olympic competition, or gymnastics competition. Very specific about where she's at. So, Kimberly's in a locker room. She's trying to get a hold of her mom, and she's starting to get worried. The rest of her team's like, hey, come on, let's go party, let's go celebrate. We nailed it. And you can tell they nailed it, because, like, two of the girls that you can see have a couple medals. Kimberly has, like, 4. They killed the competition, clearly. Like, all gold medals. So Kimberly's like, alright, I'm really worried about my mom and my stepdad. I need to go and figure out what's going on. So she goes... She gets on her motorcycle with leather jacket, and she's just narration of her, like, it's not quite the same as my shark cycle, or, you know, my old get-up, but, you know, it's kind of nice, but it's weird that, you know, I didn't think not being a superhero was going to affect me this much. So she literally drives on her motorcycle from Amsterdam to Saint Monnery, France. She says it's a 6-hour car or train ride, but she's like, I can get there in just under 5 or just over 5 on my motorcycle. So she books it. She gets to town, and it is empty, and it is unnaturally empty. And you see her kind of walking around, you see there's a panel of a shadow of a creature, clearly. So she has to break into her house, her parents' house. And then she finds her mom's cell phone and is like, my mom would rather stop breathing than give up her cell phone. So she knows something is wrong. She hears a crash, and she goes, wait. She goes to go check it out and goes, wait a minute. I've seen horror movies. And this is the first time I can commend somebody on a horror thing to be like, where they're like, well, let's go check that out. But Kimberly's like, let me go, wait a minute. Let me grab some things. So she goes, she puts on this, like, get-up, and she grabs a communicator. And she's like, I'm really glad Zordon gave me this communicator in case of emergencies. So she puts on some boots, you know, she's got a leather jacket. She has a bow and arrow, which is cool, and it makes sense that, you know, she knows how to use a bow and arrow. And she, for whatever reason, goes into her mom's desk and grabs coins. She just grabs a handful of coins. And then she's got, like, and she goes, I look good. Mad Max, eat your heart out. Like, just literally what she says. So, she goes to where she heard the sounds, and she comes across these fish creatures. Like, ugly fish creatures. And she goes, that is not what I was expecting when I turned the corner. So she's fighting them off. She's like, man, I can still do this. And she gets real close, and she goes, oh, crap, man, we kind of need to get out of here, because this isn't going as well as I thought it was. So then she throws the coins that she took as a distraction. Just to make the coins relevant. Like, we could have completely skipped the coins, but whatever. I get a chuckle out of it. She manages to distract the fish things, and then the guy that she was saving, she heard a noise, went to the noise, fish people, and they were trying to kidnap a guy. She helps the guy started getting away, he says, follow me, in French, and she goes, I'm pretty sure I know what he said. I don't exactly know, but I'm pretty sure. So she follows him, and they have their little introductions. They're probably going to be a thing at the end of the book, because when she turned around the corner, she goes, I wasn't expecting fish people and a hot guy. So, you know, and then you get a whole bunch of dialogue from him and her about, like, you know, what the deal is. And she goes, okay, I'll be back. And he goes, no, I'm going to come with you. And she's like, no, you're going to stay here. I'll be back. I'm going to go call some friends. So she's like, trust me, I'll be back. I'm not going to leave you. And the guy's like, fine, okay. She goes back to her house, calls Zordon, and goes, hey, I could use the Power Rangers because something's definitely up. And Zordon goes, well, the Power Rangers aren't on Earth right now. They're fighting Lord Zed right now. They're in the process of fighting Lord Zed. And he goes, so they can't, the Rangers can't come help you, but good news, you still have some latent power in you. You can become the Pink Power Ranger again. Do you want to do that? And she goes, to save my family? Hell yes. So they use the light, sort of light. Is that what it is? Yeah. They use the sort of light, they reactivate her powers, and poof, she becomes the Pink Power Ranger again. But it is not, this book is a lie, because it is not this at all. It is a badass redesign, and I love it. I wish all their Power Rangers had like a redesign like this. Like, this is what the movie Ranger should have looked like. Like this is the right way to do a redesign. So, yeah, and she's still got like boots. It is an awesome redesign. And she becomes the Pink Power Ranger again. So then the guy, we cut over to the guy that she was with, and he's like, man, I'm really worried about her. And he goes, maybe I should go find her. And he steps outside, and then Kimberly rushes by, and he goes, I'll just go back inside. So Kimberly she goes to where the guy was like, hey, I'm pretty sure they're all, like, the creatures are gathering over here. And she goes, alright. So she goes there. She finds the creatures, and like there's a bunch of them. There's some people in cages, but a lot of empty cages. And she goes, this is bizarre. So then one of the creatures sneaks up on her, and she's like, well, there goes the element of surprise. So then she starts kicking a lot of ass. Like, a lot of it. And then she like does this like explodey move, and like a bunch of them get around. She's just like, wow! And takes down a bunch of them. And that's when fucking Goldar appears. So, like, this is some time. Like, because if you think of the timeline of what the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger book is at now, and where this book is happening, like, after she's left the team, it is a big gap. So, Goldar shows up, and Goldar has Kimberly's mom. And Kimberly's mom is pushed out by this other fish-looking creature. So Goldar's like, you're going to help me or die. And she's like, I'm not going to help you do anything. You're just a stupid lackey. Gilderoy's like, no, 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 no. I have plans and ideas of my own. And you're going to help me, or this. And then the fish creature monster proceeds to turn Kimberly's mom into one of the fish creatures. So that is what happened to the townspeople, why it's so quiet in that town, where the fish creatures came from. It is one of Rita and Zed's monsters who has that ability. So now, she has to like just try to subdue the fish creatures and whatnot, and she can't, like take them out like putties or anything. This was really cool. I wasn't expecting it to be cool. I had no reason to believe it would be cool, but it's cool and I'm glad. And it's really awesome. I kind of hope they do something like this for all the Rangers. Like, that would be awesome. And I want to accept this as canon, too, because, like, that's just cool to think. It's kind of, like, upsetting to think, Kimberly left the team and then, she just lived a normal life. No, but, like, to think that, like, she left the team and, like, things like this still happen, that's cool. It's really cool. So, but obviously there's drawbacks because, she's only got so much power that she can use. She can only be the Pink Ranger for so long. And, she's got some issues to deal with. My hope is that no other Rangers make an appearance. Unless it is other people that have left the team. Unless it is other Rangers that have left the team, then I don't want to see any other Rangers show up. But if you're reading Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I say pick this up. This is really fun, and it was really cool, and I think it's going to be a really interesting story. It's 6 issues. I mean, like, if anything, you're out, like, $24. No big deal. Unless you're me, and spending money is a really bad idea, but that's not the point. I have, to try to generate some content. So, but yeah, I didn't think I was going to do Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink as, like, a Kimberly solo story, but I'm really into this now. And I really, like I said, I hope no other Rangers, except, like, previous non-Rangers, show up. That'd be cool. So yeah, pick it up. Seriously, read it. Boom Studios, it's a different team than the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers one, but this art is similar, and the writing is pretty on par too. Like, it seems like if I didn't know any better, if I didn't look, I would have thought it was like the same team doing both books, but it's not. It's a different team, and I really like a consistency with that. So yeah, all right. Please comment, subscribe, like the video, go pick this up, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.